From the Valley's News Channel, this is Channel 5 News This Morning.
Good Monday morning. It's great to have you with us here at 6:01 on this July 1st. I'm Alan Campbell.
And I'm Gabriela Garza. Now, if you haven't stepped outside, it's feeling kind of breezy.
You know, I said July 1st. I meant July 3rd. I'm sorry, folks.
You're just going back to
I am.
first.
I'm going back and forth. It's such a carbon copy of the weather. I'm just so used to it, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Plus, you know, hey, it's Monday morning, right? The day before a holiday. So, yeah, we're kind of all checked out a little bit. But, hey, I'm with it here with the forecast. Alan is drinking more coffee as we speak. I see you over there, Alan. Right now, a live look outside here in Weslaco. Not too bad out there. You see a few clouds on the horizon, but just a beautiful start to the day. Enjoy the temperatures in the low 80s while they last. It is definitely going to be a hot one, and the wind will pick up out of the south-southeast. Right now, it's relatively light, between 3 and 12 miles per hour, but we're talking about wind speeds today, 15 to 20 miles per hour, gusting a bit stronger than that. Now, look at your temperature trend on your day planner forecast. We will have a few clouds around and then mainly sunny this afternoon. We'll go from 81 to 93 by noon. 98 is your daytime high, still in the mid-90s for your drive time home. Now, of course, 98 will feel more like 105 when you factor in all that humid air. We're tracking more hot weather and maybe a brief shower for your 4th of July forecast. We'll have all those details in a few minutes. Now it's time for traffic. And on this early Monday morning commute, we are taking a look in the McAllen, Far, Mission, San Juan area. Everything is running in the green, which indicates that free-flowing traffic, which is what we like to see this time of morning. And of course, you can expect a little bit of a delay later on this morning, but not like the usual, just because so many people do have the day off before the holiday. Now we're zooming out and we're looking at I-2 as we head into the mid and lower valley. We're looking pretty good out there. Everything is in the green, as well as 107 and 281. No major delays at this point in time. Harlingen to Raymondville, your commute time is about 19 minutes from our NREX data. Harlingen to McAllen should take you about 30 minutes. Don't forget, you can track all the weather and traffic with our KRGV weather app. Just search for KRGV weather in your app store and you can download it for free. Plus, we'll always keep you updated on Facebook and Twitter. You can find us under KRGV weather. Alan and Gabriela, back to you. Now, tomorrow is the 4th of July, and many people will celebrate with barbecues, cookouts, even fireworks.
And while it's all fun, it can also be dangerous. Channel 5's Lauren Kendrick is live for us this morning in Weslaco to explain how you can celebrate safely. Lauren, good morning.
Good morning, Alan and Gabriela. Yeah, we are here in front of a fireworks stand at the corner of Frontage Road and Milanos Road. Now, obviously, this fireworks stand is not open yet, but later on today, there will be lots of people lining up to buy their favorite firework to celebrate the 4th of July. Before doing so, we have some safety tips you should keep in mind. According to the National Council on Fireworks Safety, a responsible adult should supervise all fireworks activities. Never give fireworks to children. Light one firework at a time, then quickly move out of the way. Light fireworks in a clear area away from buildings and vehicles. And finally, always have a bucket of water nearby. Now, also don't forget about your pets. Animals can get scared or disoriented by the sound of fireworks. If fireworks are being used near your home, put your pet in a safe area to avoid exposure to the sound. And of course, make sure that your pet has an ID tag on them in case they do run away during the firework display. For now, reporting live in Weslaco, Lauren Kendrick, Channel 5 News this morning.
The body of Navy sailor Noe Hernandez is back home this morning. The Wesco native was one of 7 sailors killed in a collision just off the coast of Japan last month. Hernandez's body arrived in McAllen late Friday night. Veterans and community members came together Saturday morning for a procession to escort the fallen hero.
Showing respect for my fallen brothers and sisters, and we all grieve every time we lose one.
Halfway through the procession, folks lined the expressway holding flags. After making a stop at his family's home, Hernandez arrived at Weslaco's Highland Funeral Home.
I'm sorry, I get really emotional, but I think this is the most I can give, and my respects for our freedom, really, because without them doing their services out there, we wouldn't have this beautiful freedom to be out here.
Hernandez will be buried this Thursday. We're told arrangements for a community visitation are still in the works. Over the weekend, President Donald Trump spent time thanking U.S. veterans for their service, even as protesters across the country called for his removal. John Lorenk reports.
President Donald Trump was front and center at the Celebrate Freedom event in Washington, D.C. Saturday.
For my very first Independence Day celebration as president, there is no place I'd rather be than with you. I'll tell you that.
But less than 24 hours later, protesters in a number of cities were calling for Trump to be removed from office. One such protest was in Las Vegas outside the Lloyd D. George U.S. Courthouse. Another rally was held right outside of Trump's namesake hotel in New York City. Protesters also made their presence seen and heard in Sacramento.
I certainly think there's enough to have the impeachment trial, and then it would have to be determined whether or not he's found guilty.
One person who attended Sunday's rally was there to defend Trump.
I mean, God bless these people for coming out and expressing their emotions. I just tend to disagree, so I'm just out here, and I'm glad they've not given me any problems.
The president, meanwhile, had a 30-minute talk with Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe late Sunday night. A Japanese foreign ministry official told CNN the two leaders confirmed they plan to increase pressure on North Korea with South Korea's cooperation. On Thursday, Trump will be in Hamburg, Germany for the G20 summit. That's where he'll meet Russian President Vladimir Putin, a highly scrutinized first meeting for the two leaders. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
At least 19 people are dead this morning after a clash between police and gunmen in Sinaloa. Mexican authorities say 19 people in 4 pickup trucks attacked 15 police officers. Another 5 were also injured. Violence in the state has increased because of the capture of cartel leader Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. Now listen up, folks. We want to remind you a travel warning for Mexico remains in effect for U.S. citizens. The U.S. State Department is warning against travel to Sinaloa, Acapulco, the state of Tamaulipas, and other popular Mexican cities because of safety threats. Those paying smugglers to bring children across the border are now a target of Immigrations and Customs Enforcement. Handed down from the Trump administration, the new Surge initiative is aimed at breaking up human smuggling operations. ICE says the crackdown is in response to the risk and harm that comes to children while in the hands of smugglers. A full statement from ICE can be found on our website, krgv.com. The U.S. government is searching for Cameron County property owners whose land was taken to build the border fence almost a decade ago. Their goal is to pay the owners or their heirs the money they're owed. A public notice listed those the government believes may still be entitled to money. A Corpus Christi assistant U.S. attorney says the government wants to pay the owners and close the cases involving the fence.
This has got nothing to do with new border fence, new wall, new take. This is the take that happened back in 2008. So basically it's our last-ditch effort to serve that person so that they can make a claim to just compensation.
Anyone listed on the notice has a deadline of July 11th to make their claim. Those who do must prove their right or family relation to the property in order to receive the money.
Your time right now is 6:09, and this morning a lawsuit against Texas's new sanctuary cities law has the support of 2 Valley cities. Both La Jolla and Palmview passed motions last Thursday to support the plaintiffs in El Cenizo versus Texas. El Cenizo is suing the state over SB 4, which allows police to ask immigration status during routine stops. Palmview city manager says the city wants to manage its own police priorities.
We have our hands full. We're a small operation. It's not our responsibility to enforce immigration laws. We will continue to operate with federal authorities on this issue, but it's not our primary role.
The new law is set to take effect on September 1st. Olivares expects a judge will hear the lawsuit in the next month. Pennsylvania police say a man wanted in connection with a road rage shooting has turned himself in. We have the latest just minutes away.
Breaking news, breaking stories. This is Channel 5 News with Gabriela Garza, Alan Campbell, and First Warn 5 Weather with meteorologist Samara Kokinos. This is Channel 5 News This Morning.
History comes to life life at the Museum of South Texas History.
During summer nights at the museum.
All aboard for a 3-night family adventure.
Tuesday only at LFD starting at 9 a.m. Get in on crazy 4th of July doorbusters while they last, like the sofa for only $99. Drastic discounts store-wide, plus an extra 20% savings on furniture till 1 and 5-year interest-free furniture financing. Hurry to LFD Tuesday.
Hey, Richard Duanoff, Director of Operations with Manrique Custom Vision Centers. I'm here with Trace Barrera. A lot of you people know him from playing baseball at the University of Texas, but he also plays professional baseball at Washington now, and he wants to take a brief second to tell you why he chose Dr. Manrique to do a Z-LASIK procedure.
My eyes are the #1 key in the game I play, and I chose Dr. Manrique to do my Z-LASIK surgery.
You don't have to be a superstar to get superstar treatment at Dr. Manrique's offices, because in our eyes, everyone's a superstar.
Thank you, Valley, for making Burt Ogden Buick GMC in Edinburgh your first choice, and here's the reason why.
The people were like family. They greeted us. We had tacos. And I like that they didn't try to get me out of there right away. They wanted me to look at different types of cars, which one I felt comfortable with. It's an amazing environment, great employees. Everybody should definitely come to Burt Ogden Buick GMC in Edinburgh.
For a great deal on Buick and GMCs, come see our dad.
Stop in today and get big savings at Burt Ogden Buick GMC in Edinburgh.
Dale gas.
How do you want to live? As a decent person? Good husband? Is that it? Good? Of course not. King of the hill? Better. Top of your game? Win. All powerful. Like a boss. Like a pro. We couldn't agree more. We are professional grade. Step up to GMC with 20% below MSRP on specially equipped 2017 Sierra SLT models. That's over $11,000 on this Sierra.
No way. Lose weight, improve your health, mind, body, and spirit, and maybe even fit into that new bathing suit you've been eyeing? And it all starts with a cup of coffee? What is the new coffee diet? GMA's got the doctor and the answers. You're going to want to see this week on GMA.
And now, First Warn 5 weather with meteorologist Samara Kokinos.
At 6:13 this Monday morning, we can see the sunrise out there on the horizon. What a beautiful shot from our Sky 5 camera here in Weslaco. You can see that there's a few clouds out there on the horizon, but that's pretty much it. Just a lot of pastel colors there in the sky. Let's go back to the map because you'll see the temperatures pretty warm out there. 79 degrees in Brownsville to 80 here in Weslaco, 77 for you in Harlingen, and good morning to you in McAllen, checking in at 82 degrees. Your YouTube boy value is about 76, so that'll keep us in that very humid category today. Definitely the battle of the frizz continues for everyone who has longer hair. So be ready. Just do yourself a favor and pull your hair back. Right now, there's not much of a wind out there, but where it is blowing, it's out of the south-southeast, anywhere between 3 and 12 miles per hour. Mid-morning, all of that changes. The winds will pick up, and we're talking about 15 to 20 mile per hour wind speeds with gusts up near 25 and even 30 miles per hour. And you can see over the next 7 hours that it happens just after 9, and it does remain elevated for the remainder of the day. So in your backyard, do yourself a favor, take a dip in the pool if you have one. 98 degrees is where we'll be, but it'll feel like 105 degrees plus. Just depends on how hot it is in your neck of the woods. So just be ready for that heat. It is going to be valley-wide, and it'll actually continue for your 4th of July forecast. Lots of breezy and hot weather on the way with plenty of sunshine. 99 degrees, of course, feeling like the triple digits when you factor in all the humid air, not too far away from the triple digits. Tomorrow evening for fireworks, take a look at this. 86 degrees, a little less breezy as the night goes on, but overall I think it should be a pretty nice night for 4th of July fireworks. Now, as we look at the Doppler network, excuse me, we are seeing here a few showers moving into the lower valley, but they're very brief sprinkles, if any rain at all. Future track indicates that there could be a few more this morning. Notice that they stay mainly east of the I-69E corridor. Maybe a few sprinkles to the west of that, but really not much in terms of widespread activity. So just have your umbrella on standby if you're in the lower valley or the coast. Everyone basically west of I-69E, you're pretty good to go. We're calling for a mainly dry forecast for today and tomorrow. By midweek, we do bump the rain chances up near near 20% as high pressure kind of scoots back to the west a little bit, opening the door a little bit for those afternoon showers to develop along the sea breeze. But even then, your rain chances are low, near 20%. We continue to track the tropics on Channel 5 News this morning, taking a quick look here at the Gulf. Pretty quiet out there, and we'll touch on the Atlantic in the next half hour. Zooming over here to the Pacific, and you see that there are two areas that we're watching that do have a pretty good chance of developing over the next 5 days as they make their way to the west over open Gulf waters. No direct impact to the valley at all, but we'll be watching for any type of development as it could occur. It has a pretty good chance, between 60 and 70%. Now, taking a look at our own coastal forecast, a moderate chop will build out there on the bay. Seas will average 2 to 4 feet. There are no advisories. Keep in mind, though, there will be an isolated shower possible. The coast is definitely the place to beat the heat. We'll be 88 degrees there. Inland areas like Brownsville, 94, 98 to Weslaco, all the way into Harlingen and Raymondville. Once you get into the upper valley, however, 101 in Edinburgh to 103 from McAllen all the way into Rio. And it looks like the parade of upper 90s will continue for tomorrow. 99 hot and breezy. A shower possible by midweek. We'll keep that in there through Saturday. Otherwise, mainly sunny in the mid to upper 90s. Finishing out that 7-day forecast back at 98 degrees. Your overnight lows will gradually get a little bit cooler. Still warm and humid, though. We'll go from 80 to 78 tomorrow night, 76 by Thursday night for the remainder of the forecast. And that's your updated First Warn 5 forecast. Let's go back to Gabriela for more news.
Up next, we take you inside Mosul as Iraqi forces battle against ISIS to retake the country's oldest city.
This weekend only, it's Ashley Home Store Stars and Stripes event with savings of up to 42% off, like this sofa for only $348, or get 72 months no interest. Hurry in. Savings end July 4th at both Rio Grande Valley Ashley Home Stores.
Life without LASIK.
The green leaves in the breeze, the dewdrops on the red roses.
Life with LASIK.
The green leaves. The breeze, the dewdrops on the red roses.
Giving life to your eyes. Shaw Eye Center, founded on a vision of excellence.
Depression can drain the life out of you, leaving you lost, trapped, or even hopeless. The things that were once important to you don't seem to matter anymore. It can affect you and others around you, but it doesn't have to. At South Texas Behavioral Health Center, we offer patient-centered programs and treatment to help guide you on a path to recovery. Regain your life. Call us now and start living better today. South Texas Behavioral Health Center.
If you've been injured in an accident and it wasn't your fault, we have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions and to let you know how much your case might be worth.
I'm Jeffrey Stern. Call 956-ABOGADO right now for live legal help.
Anyone who has been injured in an accident and it is not your fault, give us a call right now. We're going to answer any questions that you might have, and we're going to tell you what your case is potentially worth.
So pick up the phone right now and call 956-ABOGADO.
It's Ashley Home Store Stars and Stripes mattress event. This weekend, get 60 months no interest. Plus, when you buy a Tempur-Pedic mattress set, you receive a $300 Ashley Home Store gift card. Only at the #1 Tempur-Pedic retailer in North America at both Rio Grande Valley Ashley Home Stores.
This morning, the battle against ISIS in Iraq continues. Iraqi and U.S. forces on the verge of a major victory, taking back Mosul. But thousands of civilians are still trapped by the fighting. ABC's Ian Pinnell takes you inside Mosul this morning.
A city on the verge of liberation. ISIS swept along these streets 3 years ago. Now much of Mosul is an ancient city in ruins. But watch what happens. A sudden stream of people emerge from the rubble under a backdrop of gunfire. "We will die," shout the men. "My brother was killed." Dirty, dazed and distressed. One old man tells us they were escaping from ISIS. They'd clearly been caught in the crossfire. Those unable to walk, carried out on the backs of others.
A dozen, 2 dozen people have just gone by. Men, women, old men, children. Some of them are clearly very badly injured.
There's nothing here. There are no facilities. There's no hospital. There's no care.
Civilians have been routinely kidnapped, tortured and killed by ISIS. No one knows how many have died here or how many are still trapped. Some people held as human shields.
As you can hear, the battle for Mosul is still going on. They think just 100 to 200 ISIS fighters are now holding out. But what's made this battle quite so difficult is that they're going to stand and fight to the death.
The ranks of the dead and wounded grow daily. Humvees hurtle past as makeshift ambulances. US and Iraqi officials say ISIS will be defeated in days, but don't expect peace anytime soon.
And that's because there are still significant ISIS pockets nearby. Some cities that had been liberated have been attacked again. And don't forget, the battle for Raqqa, the capital of the so-called caliphate, has only just begun. Ian Pannell, ABC News, Mosul.
Sunrise is on the horizon from our Sky 5 view here in Weslaco, officially at 6:44 this morning. And what a beautiful start to the day. We are tracking a few isolated showers in your first Warn 5 forecast. All those details and a peek at the weekend is next.
Attention South Texas drivers, it's the 4th of July sales event at Toyota of Far. Going on now. Lease a 2017 RAV4 for only $199 a month or a 2017 Camry for only $199 a month. And get fast credit approval with our easy drive approval. Toyota of Far. Drive better. San buena gente.
When an 18-wheeler slams into you or a loved one, your life can change in a split second. Recovering from life-threatening injuries can feel like an uphill battle. With large medical bills, you will need help. Someone you can trust, someone who will fight, someone who's here for you. I'm Jeff Davis, and if you or a loved one's been hurt by an 18-wheeler, I am here to fight for you and get you the cash settlement you deserve. Call me at 444-4444. That's 956-444-4444. There's only one number to remember, and that's 4.
My name is Denise Gano-Portillo, and I like Lee's Pharmacy because they're such a big part of our community, and I know that I'm going to get my prescriptions filled really quickly. Whether it's me going to my doctor or taking my daughter Sophie to her doctor, we always go there. We really like coming here and spending some time at the soda fountain while we wait for our prescriptions to be filled. The hamburgers are fantastic. We love to get those. Danny Vela has been a member of the McAllen ISD for many years, and it's good to see local business owners who are giving back to the community in that way.
They've got it. MoneyGram Socio MX. Pumas versus Club Puebla from Liga MX. Tuesday, July 11th at HEB Park in Edinburgh, Texas. Come to the stadium and experience the Liga MX in the RGV. Tickets on sale at HEB Park office at hebparkrgv.com. Pumas versus Club Puebla from Liga MX. MoneyGram Socio MX. United by Soccer. Tickets on sale at HEB Park office at hebparkrgv.com.
Tuesday only at LFD starting at 9 a.m. Get in on crazy 4th of July doorbusters while they last, like the sofa for only $99. Drastic discounts store-wide, plus an extra 20% savings on furniture till 1 and 5-year interest-free furniture financing. Hurry to LFD Tuesday.
Great deals are heating up at Toyota of Far. Now drive a new Corolla, $149 a month. New Camry for $169 a month. They're here, they're hot, and they're priced to move. Get summer savings at Toyota of Far.
And now, First Warn 5 weather with meteorologist Samara Kokinos.
At 6:24 on this Monday morning, most of the valley is off to a dry start, but as we look at the First Warn 5 Doppler network, you do see a few isolated showers fizzling out as they make their way into southern Cameron County. There they are, and there they go. So it's very short-lived activity. There could be a few more sprinkles of rain this morning in the lower valley, mainly east of that I-69E corridor, but that's pretty much it. Looking at the wind speeds now as we look at future track, they will start to pick up, and you'll notice by 1 o'clock this afternoon a lot of blue here on the map indicating winds between 15 and 20 miles per hour and gusting a bit higher near 25 and even 30 miles per hour. So be ready for a very gusty afternoon, and eventually those winds will slow down a little bit in the overnight hours. Temperatures outside not too bad right now. Enjoy it while it lasts. 77 in Harlingen to 79 in Brownsville. Everywhere else pretty much between 80 and 80. 82 degrees. Not too shabby out there, but look at where we're headed this afternoon. If you want to beat the heat, head to the island. That's the place to do it. 88 degrees there to 94 for you in Brownsville. 98 once you get into Harlingen, Raymondville, and in Weslaco. But of course, as you head into the Upper Valley, that's where the heat really settles in, ranging from 101 in Edinburgh to 103 in McAllen and in Rio Grande City. Now, of course, when you factor in the humid air, it'll feel like 105 degrees plus, so be sure to stay hydrated. Mainly dry today, tomorrow, but by Wednesday, we bump up that rain chance to 20%, and that's because high pressure will begin to kind of move back to the west a little bit, opening the door for a few afternoon showers to develop along the sea breeze. It doesn't mean everybody will get the rain. Your rain chances are low, near 20%, so most of us will remain dry, but don't be surprised if you do see a few spotty showers, maybe even a thunderstorm. Temperature trend, here we go, 98 today, followed by 99 tomorrow. Very hot, but then we go back to 96 by Wednesday. Still going to feel super steamy out there because the humidity will continue to remain high for the next several days. As we head into the weekend, yeah, there's that spotty shower chance, but for the most part, 97 and 98 degrees with plenty of sunshine out there for your weekend forecast. Still a little bit breezy out there, too, so just keep that in mind. But other than that, really no major change as we head into the weekend other than bumping the heat back from right around average to a few degrees above that. So, yeah, just keep in mind that it will be hot and humid for the next several days. Remember to stay hydrated while you're outdoors. And, of course, don't forget the sunscreen. You need to protect your skin from the sun that's out there in full force with hardly any clouds in the forecast. That's your updated First Warn 5 forecast. Alan, back to you.
Samara, thank you. And here's the latest news coming in hot off the wire at this hour. This morning, a suspect in a deadly road rage shooting in Pennsylvania is behind bars. The 28-year-old turned himself in and is being held without bail. Police say he got upset when he couldn't pass 18-year-old Bianca Robertson while driving. He allegedly pulled a gun and shot the girl in the head, killing her. Police in Mississippi are testing guns found inside a car driven by a rapper whose concert was the site of a shooting. Officers arrested 25-year-old Ricky Hampton in Mississippi on outstanding charges not connected to that shooting. They found several guns inside his car and are now planning to test them to see if they were used in the concert shooting that left 28 people injured. And a doctor who appears to have been the intended target of a shooter inside a Bronx hospital says he doesn't know why he would have been singled out. Dr. Cameron Ahmed says he wasn't the only one Dr. Henry Bello had a problem with, and he doesn't understand why he may have been targeted. Bello opened fire inside the hospital Friday, killing one person and injuring 6 others. Dr. Ahmed wasn't there at the time. That's what's hot off the wire at this hour. We'll be back with all your day's headlines here in just a few minutes. Stay with us, folks. You're waking up with Channel 5 News this morning.
Don't miss Clayton's Bands on the Beach with live music and fireworks every Friday and Saturday night. Relax on the beach and dance the night away at Clayton's South Padre Island. See you at the beach.
Newhouse & Company and John Deere have got the Gators. High-performance vehicles that can take whatever you throw at them. John Deere Gators. Get yours at Newhouse & Company.
Car crashes are stressful, and when the smoke clears, you better have someone on your side ready to fight. I'm Alex Begum with the Begum Law Group, and we're here to make sure you get what you deserve. Call us for free at 909-HURT. Don't settle for less.
Welcome to the Brown Ranch in Beeville, Texas, where 5 generations of the Brown family have raised cattle since 1924. We're dedicated to doing things the old-fashioned way, allowing cattle to graze freely, and we handle our cattle horseback to minimize stress.
At HEB, we love working with local Texas ranchers like the Brown family. They do things right and always put quality first, which is one of the reasons why we're the #1 beef seller in Texas.
This is the local Texas Beef Department at HEB. No store does more than my HEB.
He's enjoying his time off this morning. She's wishing she had the day off this morning. There's a McDonald's for every morning.
A very good morning starts with a big breakfast, now just $3.99 at McDonald's.
Nacho, I'm going to have to write you up.
You can't be walking around the office like this. It's freaking people out.
This is harassment. You guys are discriminating against me because...
I get it. With Pronto's flexible payment plans, now you're flexible too. I have Pronto, and you don't see me walking around like a spider. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have another meeting I have to get to.
I knew it! You're such a snake, Sylvia!
Pronto Insurance, more flexible than Fideo, with policy starting at $29 per month.
If you have an investigative idea or tip, Channel 5 News wants to hear from you. Call us at 1-866-797-TIPS or go to our tips link at krgv.com. You'll remain anonymous and we'll protect your identity. Channel 5 News, the Valley's news channel. From the Valley's news channel, this is Channel 5 News This Morning.
Good Monday morning. It's 6:30, July 3rd. I'm Gabriela Garza.
And I'm Alan Campbell. And folks, guess what? You guessed correct. It is warm out there this morning.
It's so hot one already. Can you believe that? At 6:30, it's already hot.
6:30.
Hey.
And it's going to get hotter.
But it's pretty.
It's beautiful out there this morning.
Yeah, it is a beautiful start to the day. A little on the warm and humid side, like what Gabriela and Alan were just saying. But the thing about it is enjoy it now, just because it's only going to get hotter as the day goes on. But you see from our Sky 5 view, the sunrise out there on the horizon officially at 6:44 this morning. But you can already see the pastels in the sky. Temperatures are right around 80 degrees. That southerly wind is kicking anywhere from about 10 miles per hour up to about 12 miles per hour, like what we're seeing in McAllen, and just as light as 3 miles per hour, like in Harlingen. So around mid-morning, however, all that's going to change. The winds will pick up between 15 and 20 miles per hour and gust a bit stronger. High temperatures today will be right around 98 degrees. But of course, when you factor in the humid air that isn't going anywhere, it'll make it feel like 105 degrees or even hotter than that. We continue to track hot and breezy weather for your 4th of July forecast, along with a small chance for rain. I'll break down that forecast coming up in just a little bit. Now it's time for traffic. And on this early Monday morning, we are taking a look in the Mid-Valley, Upper Valley rather. We're looking at McAllen on 10th Street, just seeing a very slight slowdown there as you approach basically Business 83. But for the rest of the valley, looking pretty good, even as we zoom out and kind of take a better look at I-2, headed east and westbound into the into the Mid-Valley, going into the Harlingen area. Everything is in the green. Now, you do see a little bit of a slowdown on 281 just outside Los Indios towards Santa Maria, but that's pretty much it. Your drive time traffic powered by INRIX will take you into Harlingen from Raymondville. It'll take you about 19 minutes out there. And McAllen to Harlingen should take you about a 29-minute commute. All the weather and traffic can be found right in the palm of your hand with our KRGV weather app. You just download the app for free in your app store, and boom, everything you need right in the palm of your hand. And that's your updated weather and traffic. Alan and Gabriela, back to you.
Samara, thank you. Well, folks, tomorrow is July 4th, and many of us will celebrate with friends and, of course, have barbecues.
Now, while it's fun, it can also be dangerous. Channel 5's Lauren Kendrick is live in Weslaco to explain how you can celebrate safely. Good morning, Lauren.
Good morning, Gabriela and Alan. Yeah, we are here in front of a fireworks stand at the corner of Frontage Road and Milanos Road. And you can see behind me, this fireworks stand is not open yet, but later on today, there will be lots of people lining up to buy their favorite fireworks to celebrate the 4th of July. And before doing that, we have some safety tips you should keep in mind. According to the National Council on Fireworks Safety, a responsible adult should supervise all fireworks activities. Never give fireworks to children. Light one firework at a time, then quickly move out of the way. Light fireworks in a clear area away from buildings and vehicles. And finally, always have a bucket of water nearby. Also, don't forget about your pets. Animals can get scared or disoriented by the sound of fireworks. If fireworks are being used near your home, put your pet in a safe area to avoid exposure to the sound. And of course, make sure that your pet has an identification tag on it in case it runs away during the fireworks. For now, reporting live in Weslaco, Lauren Kendrick, Channel 5 News This Morning.
Well, as we just said, tomorrow is July 4th, and a state representative is warning against celebratory gunfire. Representative Armando Martinez wants everyone to know the dangers. He was hit by a stray bullet on New Year's Eve.
I think it's just people that are very irresponsible. They've seen it. They think that just lifting a gun up in the air and firing it is fine, that it doesn't do anything.
Since his injury, Martinez has worked on new legislation against firing guns in the air.
The legislative attorneys and our office worked together, and we came up with a reckless discharge law, and it addresses reckless discharge of a firearm.
Martinez is hoping to get it into legislation in 2019. He says anyone who causes serious bodily injury or death will face a Class A felony and a $4,000 fine. Right now, if you are caught firing a gun in the air, you can face disorderly conduct charges under the Texas Penal Code. Listen up here, folks. If you're planning on hitting the roadways this holiday, you can expect to see an increase of DPS troopers. They're looking for everything from drunk drivers, speeders, and even other violations. According to TxDOT, 987 people were killed in alcohol-related accidents last year.
This morning, President Trump once again under fire for his use of social media. A movie file he posted drawing condemnation from both parties. ABC's Emily Rao has the latest.
A CNN smackdown. President Trump tweeting this video Sunday morning showing him punching and tackling a man with the CNN logo covering his face. Some Republicans even speaking out against it.
The President of the United States is inciting violence against the free press.
It's unfortunate, and people are now begging the president not to do this.
Trump's Homeland Security advisor Tom Bossert defending the president.
You're in charge of Homeland Security there.
Yep.
That seems like a threat.
Yeah, certainly not, though. I think that no one would perceive that as a threat. I hope they don't.
CNN issued a statement saying it is a sad day when the President of the United States encourages violence against reporters. Clearly, Sarah Huckabee Sanders lied when she said the president had never done so. Sanders, the White House deputy press secretary, spoke Thursday.
The president in no way, form or fashion has ever promoted or encouraged violence. If anything, quite the contrary.
The president's hometown tabloids having a field day this morning.
The fake media tried to stop us from going to the White House, but I'm president and they're not. We won and they lost.
And Team Trump deploying another tactic over the weekend, launching a weekly email newsletter called The Real News Report, highlighting items they feel did not get proper coverage. Emily Rao, ABC News, Washington.
It is 6:37. A new pipeline will soon be built near Benitez thanks to permits approved by the Trump administration. The Bruce pipeline will cross the border and will be able to deliver more than 100,000 barrels of refined petroleum daily. The State Department says the project will have no significant effect on the quality of natural environment. There's no word on when the project will begin. And an investigation continues this morning into what caused a Pawview gas line to break last month. According to Texas Gas Service, a construction crew hit the line when working near La Homa Road and FM 495. Last Thursday, they partnered with the city of McAllen to educate contractors on safe digging practices. Not following protocols could result in a dangerous and costly situation.
It's been kind of almost ironic that we've had an incident close to one of these safety events. What we do is it just shows us that we need to continue to do more outreach.
Now listen up here, folks. You must contact Texas 811 2 days before a dig so all utilities in the area can be notified. Texas Gas Service says a contracting company will then come out to the site and mark the gas line. If you fail to call Texas 811, you could face a fine and be held responsible for any damages.
This morning, Cameron County Sheriff Omar Lucio is requesting dozens of additional jailers. Lucio says over the past 3 years, he has lost 150 of his jailers to federal jobs with higher pay. A member of Sheriff Lucio's staff says he's seen consequences of short staffing.
You lack completing some of the details, or some of the details are done with shortcuts, which isn't the best that we should be doing. So we don't have the time to be able to do or pay the attention to the work that we're doing.
Sheriff Lucio says he hopes the county commission will approve funding to fill 60 vacancies.
Our Heart of the Valley special, The Invisible, Autism and Special Needs, continues tonight right here on Channel 5 News at 6 o'clock and 10 o'clock. Last week, we brought you stories related to autism. This week, we're focusing on special needs. If you missed any of our reports, all you have to do is go to our website, krgv.com, and be sure to click the Heart of the Valley link. Well, there's a shift in who's having babies in America and an overall drop in births nationwide. We'll explain, folks. Stay with us.
breaking news, breaking stories. This is Channel 5 News with Gabriela Garza, Alan Campbell, and First Warn 5 Weather with meteorologist Samara Kokinos. This is Channel 5 News This Morning.
Expect more at Clark Knapp Honda.
There's never been a better time to buy at Clark Knapp Honda.
During Clark Knapp's Payment Drop event, drive new 2017 Accords for $189 a month or buy for $16,888.
Clark Knapp Honda, simply better.
E-Size House Leveling and Construction. Do you have cracks in your floors, your walls, or doors that are hard to open? Then you need to call us. These are signs of serious problems in your home's foundation. We'll give you a free estimate, and we offer a lifetime guarantee on all our work. No job is too big or small. Family owned and operated. E-Size House Leveling and Construction. Call us today at 956-904-9946.
Nightmares, the economy, number 12. 12 what? Up to 12 months to pay, no credit check. Take that to the bank. Shampoozy.
All across America, more people are choosing Nissan. It's America's best sales event at Nissan, the fastest growing auto brand in the USA. Take on every day and save up to $3,250 on the 2017 Rogue, or save up to $3,000 on Sentra. Get to your local Nissan dealer today.
In South Texas, we light candles for prayer, for hope, and for justice.
Hi, I'm former Judge Rose Vela, and I'm proud to have served as judge for 17 years. And now I want to put my experience and expertise in the courtroom to work for you.
If you or a loved one has been in an accident, call the law offices of Rose Vela and Watts Guerra.
When you seek justice, I will be your hope, I will be your light, and I will be your voice.
Call the law offices of Rose Vela and Watts Guerra and Prende la Vela for justice.
Channel 5 News. Breaking stories at any time. Download the Channel 5 News app on your phone or tablet for free. Then tap the app and get the latest headlines, weather, and all the investigations that matter to you. Stay up to date with the Channel 5 News app, available on Google Play and the App Store. Follow KRGV on Facebook and Twitter.
Expect more at Clark Knapp Honda.
There's never been a better time to buy at Clark Knapp Honda.
During Clark Knapp's Payment Drop event, drive new 2017 Civics for $169 a month or 0.9 APR for 60 months.
Clark Knapp Honda, simply better.
And now, First Warn 5 Weather with meteorologist Samara Kokinos.
It's another warm and humid start to the work week. As you step outside, you'll notice temperatures are in the upper 70s in El South, right around 79 degrees, 77 for you in Lyford, 82 in Citrus City and Laguna Heights. Enjoy these temperatures while they last, even if you're headed out to do an early morning jog or something like that, because it's only going to get hotter as the day goes on. Also, the wind is going to pick up. It'll start just at around mid-morning. We're talking about a south to southeast wind, anywhere between 15 and 20 miles per hour, gusting a bit stronger. And so just be ready for a very gusty afternoon. It'll start to slow down later on tonight. In your backyard, though, it's going to be very sunny out there. If you have a chance to take a dip in the pool, definitely do it. 98 degrees will feel like 105 when you factor in all that humid air out there, even with the south to southeast wind. Remember, that is going to be a warm wind. So we got a lot of sunshine in the forecast for today. As we look at your 4th of July forecast tomorrow, plenty of sunshine again, but temperatures getting closer to that triple-digit mark, but still going to feel like it because of the humidity. It's not going anywhere, folks. Neither is the breeziness. So it'll still be breezy tomorrow. Carry something weighted with you to hold your stuff down during the day. By the evening, when it's time to watch the fireworks, it looks like it'll be a little less breezy, or a little less gusty, I should say. Overnight is when the winds start to slow down just a little bit and pick back up for the day ahead. Temperatures will be right around 86 degrees that evening, so dress lightly. I think it'll be a very nice night for some fireworks. As we look at the Doppler network, we are calling for mainly dry forecast, but you do see maybe the few showers there kind of fizzling out over southern Cameron County. Now, there could be a few more, so don't forget your umbrella if you are in the eastern half of the lower valley and closer to the coast. So watch the future track model. It does put a few little green specks there. Well, now it's kind of updating a little bit more to show even less rain chance. And that's because your rain chances are about 10% or less. So really most of the valley is going to remain dry today, but don't be surprised if you see a sprinkle or two. Mainly dry today and tomorrow, but by midweek things start to change. The area high pressure will kind of shift back to the west, opening the door for a few afternoon showers or thunderstorms to develop. But even then, it is just going to be very spotty in nature. If you're headed out to the northernmost portion of the state today, you could get a few more showers or thunderstorms, and that's pretty much where you see a lot of that activity kind of making its way east. But for the most part, most of Texas is going to remain dry under the influence of high pressure. We're tracking the tropics, and the Gulf is quiet, just how we like it. Zooming over closer to the African coast, we do have a little tropical wave there, or an area low pressure actually, that has a 10 to 70% chance of developing into something as it makes its way west and then west-northwest. It's just something that we'll continue to watch. Back over in the Pacific, there are two areas that we'll be watching, but you'll notice that the arrows carry this over the open Pacific. So really no threat to the Mexican coast or even to the valley. But these two little areas are going to be areas that could turn into something tropical as they make their way west. Back here at home, really nothing to contend with out there on the water. Just a moderate chop on the bay. Nearshore waters 2 to 4 feet. An isolated shower is possible. High temperatures, if you want to beat the heat, head to the coast. 88 there, 98 here in Weslaco, Raymondville, and Harlingen, to 94 in Brownsville. Triple-digit heat once you get into Edinburgh, McAllen, and Rio Grande City, anywhere from 100 to 103 degrees. Your first Warn 5 7-day forecast, a parade of 90s continues. 99 breezy, hot and humid tomorrow. 96 by Wednesday with a shower possible all the way through about Saturday or so. We bump up the heat, 97 on Saturday to 98 on Sunday. Overnight lows will stay in the mid to upper 70s and low 80s for the next 7 nights. That's your updated First Warn 5 forecast. Channel 5 News this morning. We'll be right back.
When you need help, 5 is on your side.
I want to take this opportunity to thank Channel 5 and you. I had returned the merchandise and paid the extra $30-something, and the good old mañana trick, mañana, 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 mañana never came until I came to you.
If you need to get something done, contact 5 on your side at tips@krgv.com. Channel 5 News, breaking stories.
During the summer's best sales event, you can do endless online research about the XT5. Read all about the available cut-and-sewn leather interior, intuitive technology, and road trip-worthy legroom. But really, there's nothing like experiencing it for yourself. You can drive a car, or you can drive a Cadillac. Now during the summer's best sales event, get this low-mileage lease on this Cadillac XT5 from around $389 per month, or purchase with 0% APR.
Interest, care, and concern. At Shepherd Walton King, we combine that with experience, training, knowledge, and resources. It all leads to real service, really. Shepherd Walton King Insurance Group. You'll like the way we do business.
A good neighbor is more than an acquaintance. A good neighbor is more than a friend.
A good neighbor is welcoming and makes you feel like family.
Helpful, kind, caring, supportive. In an emergency, you can count on your neighbors.
Day or night, at Neighbors Emergency Center.
Your doctors.
Your neighbors.
I'm Jesse Gonzalez. Don't be a victim. Talk to a lawyer you can trust.
Injured in a car crash? Call the J. Gonzalez Law Firm at 1-800-CAR-CRASH.
Juniors, this is where you go for quality meat.
I've been a butcher for 20 years.
You have to love steak to be a butcher. There's nothing like that sound.
If you love fajitas, try Junior's original fajitas. We marinate it and you just grill and eat.
We have the largest meat selection in the valley. If you don't see it in the display, ask. We will special cut.
See? That's a thick cut.
Never frozen. Always fresh. Quality and service. Juniors, the real meat people.
A drop in teen pregnancies is part of an overall trend in America.
And the CDC says American women are giving birth less than ever before. Here's ABC's Janae Norman.
You might not have noticed, but American women on average have been having fewer and fewer babies with each decade. And today, a new CDC report on what's known as the national fertility rate. That's the rate at which American women are having babies. It's on the decline, dropping in fact by a full percentage point between 2015 and 2016. What's driving this drop? Teenagers and young women. In 15 to 19-year-olds, the birth rate dropping by 9%. To the lowest it's ever been. And in women in their early 20s, the rate fell by 4%, also a record low. But in older women, births are on the rise. 30 to 34-year-olds posting a 2% gain in births in 2016 compared to 2015. And for 35 to 39-year-olds, the birth rate surging 4%. The figures assign that more women may be waiting longer to have kids. And while this choice can come with its own challenges, advances in caring for these older new moms are putting the experience of having that new baby within reach. With this Medical Minute, I'm Janae Norman.
Wow, interesting statistics there.
Yes. Well, up next, we take a look at all your top stories.
Plus, we'll have a final check at your morning forecast. We're back in about 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Do you suffer from facial pain and pressure?
I would wake up and I couldn't breathe. My head would hurt and I had total congestion. I can't tell you how miserable I was.
Cassandra suffered for years with chronic sinus infections. And now?
Amazing. No headaches, no pressure, and no pain. It's changed my life.
Find out if balloon sinuplasty makes sense for you. Call the Mackey Clinic today.
I love going to school. Learning is fun. They make it feel really comfortable and welcoming.
We treasure our students. Every student is unique and special.
All of our teachers always have great mood.
I absolutely adore coming to Edcouch Elsa. The opportunities are here. They really are. This place offers a lot of support.
All our students are champions. We're a family totally devoted to the students of Edcouch Elsa.
I thought you were choosing the Flute.
Everyone's doing Flute.
Buick now has an SUV for that.
Where's your brother?
Hey, Mom, it's a two-bus.
Get 0% financing for 72 months plus $1,250 purchase allowance on all Envision Preferred and Enclave leather models when you finance through GM Financial. Hurry, offer ends July 10th.
Channel 5 News. Breaking news, breaking stories at any time. Download the Channel 5 News app on your phone or tablet for free. Then tap the app and get the latest headlines, weather, and all the investigations that matter to you. Stay up to date with the Channel 5 News app, available on Google Play and the App Store. Supported by Shaw Eye Center. Founded on a vision of excellence.
Welcome back. Your time now is 6:54.
And here's what you need to know before you head out the door. Well, folks, tomorrow is July 4th, and many of us will be celebrating with our friends and, of course, be having barbecues.
And now, while it's all fun, it can also be dangerous. Channel 5's Lauren Kendrick is live in Wesco to explain how you can celebrate safely. Good morning, Lauren.
Good morning, Gabriella and Alan. Yeah, we are here in front of a fireworks stand at the corner of Frontage Road and Milanos Road. Now, it's not open yet, but it should be open pretty soon, and there will be lots of people lining up to buy fireworks to celebrate the 4th of July. Before doing so, we have some safety tips we want to let you know about. According to the National Council on Fireworks Safety, a responsible adult should supervise all fireworks activities. Never give fireworks to children. Light one firework at a time, then quickly move out of the way. Light fireworks in a clear area away from buildings and vehicles. And finally, always have a bucket of water nearby. Also, don't forget about your pets. Animals can get scared or disoriented by the sound of fireworks. If fireworks are being used near your home, put your pet in a safe area to avoid exposure to the sound. And of course, make sure that your pet has an ID tag on them in case they do run away during the fireworks. For now, reporting live in Wesco, Lauren Kendrick, Channel 5 News this morning.
Some good tips there, Lauren. Thank you. And now let's take a look at what Good Morning America is working on today.
And for that, we go to Dan Harris. Good morning.
Good morning. Coming up on GMA, President Trump drawing criticisms from both sides of the aisle this morning after tweeting out this doctored video of himself body slamming a CNN logo. All the reaction and the latest from Washington. It's all coming up on GMA. We'll see you soon.
And at 6:55 this morning, the First 105 Doppler network is pretty quiet, but we have been seeing a few isolated showers moving into southern Cameron County. But for the most part, a lot of the rain showers will be very, very isolated in nature. And if they happen, it'll be mainly east of I-69E. High temperatures today, 98 degrees, hot and breezy, with winds gusting up near 25 and 30 miles per hour out of the southeast, making it feel like 105 to 110 out there for the next several days. Even your 4th of July forecast will be hot and breezy near 99, back to 96 starting midweek, and that's because we will have a few spotty showers possible, mainly along the sea breeze front each afternoon, but still very isolated in nature with rain chances at 20% all the way through Saturday. Temperatures will finally climb back up to 98 by Sunday. Your overnight lows will be in the mid to upper 70s and low 80s for the next 7 nights. That's your First 105 forecast. Now let's have a look at the roadways. And the far interchange is running really smooth at this point in time, but you can expect your normal day-to-day traffic buildup to be slightly lighter than average just because a lot of people have the day off. Your Bicentennial Construction Project Zone is running about 4 to 5 minutes in both the east and westbound lanes on I-2. And that'll slow down just a tad, but everything as you head out of McAllen into Harlingen, about a 28-minute commute there, running pretty smooth. McAllen to Weslaco will take you 15 minutes, and McAllen to Edinburgh should take you a 15-minute commute. All the weather and traffic can be found on our KRGV Weather app. You just search for KRGV Weather in the App Store and download it for free. Plus, we'll keep you updated on Facebook and Twitter. So not too bad, guys. Just keep in mind that it's breezy, hot, and humid, so to really stay hydrated, use some sunscreen, and carry something weighted to hold your stuff down.
Absolutely. Could be a good day for the beach.
I'm thinking so, most definitely.
Yeah. That's going to do it for us this morning. More news and weather in about 25 minutes. We hope to see you then.
Closed captioning